Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in for another one of my videos. Shortish one this time. We're taking a bit of a detour from, well, certainly the topographic stuff. Also we're kind of halfway through doing the history of the uninvited mole and related labels with the Floyd, and also at some stage we're going to go back to the A to Z project, which I sort of abandoned in October, I think, last year, but we will finish that off. But there's so much new stuff sort of coming through, and when I say new stuff, I mean old stuff. So we've got a few old school boots to to enjoy, and just going to show you four. So there's four titles by two different bands, and they're all really interesting in their own way. So first one to show you is this beautiful thing. So Paul McCartney in Scotland. This is actually Wings, one of their first tours, 73, Edinburgh, July 73. As you can see, it's kind of Wizardo release, only this isn't the Wizardo version. What this is a Japanese pressing from the 70s of the Wizardo bootleg. So this is actually a printed sleeve, so it's not the Wizardo insert, which are always loose. I don't think Wizardo did any printed sleeves. They might have done, but certainly this isn't one of them. So this is actually printed card sleeve, still in its shrink wrap from the day it was done, and it's a beautiful thing. It's got the track listings, and so one giveaway for the Japanese-ness of it is the little number there. So that's 532, and that's the catalogue number that's put on to the record on the matrix. But they've not only copied the cover, they've actually copied the label, so that's a direct copy of the label Wizardo used. But as you can see, the record is pretty much mint. No sign that that's ever been played, and it's just a beautiful thing. So it's, you know, easily 50 years old as a bootleg, Japanese, which always makes them slightly more sought after, I think, and it's an audience recording. Fortunately, it's an abysmal audience recording, so you're never really going to want to listen to it. I have played side one, and yeah, your ears adjust, but it's one of those sort of audience recordings on very poor equipment from 1973 in a small hall in Edinburgh. But how rare is the recording? I think that, oh, I've got that upside down, haven't I now? Yes, sorry. So for me, that's a printed sleeve, beautiful old school bootleg in great condition, really great condition, and it's aesthetically pleasing to me, that sleeve. So very happy to get that. It's a very sensible price. The next one, still on Wings, and this is Ride a Killer Bird. So this is from LA Forum, 23rd of June 76. So it's the American tour following the kind of Venus and Mars period, and I think before Wings, The Speed of Sound. And what this is the Corniophone Records for the Working Man. So TQRWM, that was their logo, and that's the catalogue number there. And this was a repress that they did, Corniphone people. This is of Idle Mind's release, which was called Wings from the Wings. So Idle Mind, Vicky Vinyl, basically recorded this herself, and she recorded it from the side of the stage at Inglewood Forum, hence the title of the Idle Mind release being Wings from the Wings, which I really like. And so it came out complete as a triple album, and famously upwards of 10,000 copies were reportedly released of her recording. They did a triple in a box with different coloured vinyls, which I had many moons ago. But anyway, I don't have it anymore. What this is, a single album of the second disc, so it's the midpoint part of the show, if you like. And it's a great audience recording. It really was a great recording, hence that it sold so much. Yeah, I just love the old Corniphone style, and it's got the classic labels, the side 1, side 2 labels. But again, this is absolutely crystal clean condition, pristine record. Just the classic Corniphone labels, and I stopped kind of collecting these things really because I'm only into coloured vinyl. But when you see these old classic boots or bands you like for reasonable prices, I think it's hard to resist really. And it could be quite nice in a way to go back and get the other two, part 1 and part 2 of the Corniphone version. I think I did have them at one stage. I can't remember what I had and what I didn't do. I don't think I had that one. But anyway, just fantastic. The story also on that, in Clinton Halen's book, he was told that one of the sound engineers saw her recording it and basically put a box over her recorder so that they wouldn't be seen, so it kind of helped her out in a way. But yeah, so she must have been visible there at the front of the stage, at the side, with her recorder. So interesting stuff. Okay, the third and possibly most interesting of all is this other Wings title. Certainly interesting of the Wings records. So I've always wanted a copy of this. I just think it's a beautiful looking thing. I love the style of it. This is a Japanese bootleg. It's on the Mark label. It's a Japanese label, and it's got a wraparound sleeve. It's got some print to do with Japan there. Welcome to Japan, Wings, Budokan. But of course the Japanese tour was cancelled. So what this is a recording from the TV broadcast from Australia. So it's in really good broadcast quality. I'm not sure if it's stereo or mono. I think it may be mono broadcast quality, but still very listenable. And it says Paul McCartney and Wings in concert underneath the crooks twinkling. And as I say, I just love this style. It's a beautiful thing. That's to me sort of is a brilliant illustration of what a bootleg is. And again, the condition of that is just phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I just love it. Now the fourth and final one I want to show you is not a Wings title, but it is a band beginning with W, and this is this beautiful original TMQ pressing of Fillmore East. So this has got the square TMQ farm pig saying genuine disc. If you remember, Ken and Dub split up and they were sort of competing with each other, so to try and make people aware this was from the, because I think Ken was getting the pressings off Dub's plates. It might be the other way around, excuse my error if I'm wrong in that, but basically that one of the two of them wanted to make sure people knew that this was from the original plates before it got reissued by t'other guy. And this of course has got this fabulous William Stout designed insert, so it's a joy to behold. And you look at the the image that he did, Townsend as a pig in his leap mode, everything's sort of diving away from him, or there's, you know, everything's flashing off him, and smoke on his feet, and broken guitar there, and then there you got two cans. One says free from beer and the other one says pop. And this was of course the incredible soundboard tape that came out, that was discovered. That's the mint condition insert, unmarked, undamaged, just as good as the day it was made. The sleeves the same, and of course the vinyl's coloured. What this is beautiful purple vinyl. So I don't know whether you can see that, but it is a beautiful purple. Let's have the light shining through it really to get the full effect. It's like a reddish purple, beautiful thing, proper pig labels, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm not going down the route of getting all the William Stouts again. Been there, done that. But coloured vinyl, perfect condition, very reasonable price. So there are 4 really fantastic bootlegs, and very happy to have those added to my collection. Now there are some very interesting things on their way in the not too distant future. I've got an AC/DC splatter, double splatter, which is a new release. We've got a classic Zeppelin original 70s thing. We've got a Blue Oyster Cult 70s boot. We've then got a couple of Stones, one of which is a splatter. In fact, they're both splatters, thinking about it. So we've got 2 original 70s Stones bootlegs, one maybe 80s. So these are really nice old stuff. And then we've got 2 really unusual original Jethro Tull bootlegs. So they should be coming through fairly soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing those. I don't think you'll have quite seen anything quite like those. You'll have seen other examples, but maybe not quite like these are. Anyway, we'll see when they arrive. Hopefully they deliver what they promise. So lots of things to come and enjoy, but in the meantime, thanks for watching this one, and hope to see you for the next one.